So as you see right here, this is the entire song, all right? Now there's things that you have to do. Number one, you have to make sure everything is labeled. As you see here, the beat, the hook lead, the hook dub, the ad-lib, the hook ad-lib, verse 1, verse 2. All of this is labeled so when the engineer gets it, he's not having to, okay, what is this? Is this a verse? Is this a hook? If you don't have this label, he's having to go through everything and organize it. And at that time, he's not happy. This is one of the number one pet peeves of a mixing engineer is when they get a session and it's unorganized, okay? And so I'm giving you game so that your engineer can go crazy on the mix because he's not having to do all this, okay? So you want to make sure everything's labeled. Of course, you want to make sure everything is cleaned up. Everything's clean. The session's clean. All right? Boom. Now, I recommend having the hook, number one, the beat, and then after that, the hook. I recommend putting the hook first in the vocal placement, and then verse 1, and then verse 2, and a bridge. I recommend going in that ladder because for a mixing engineer, it makes more sense for their eyes and their creativity flow is when things are ordered like that. That's some free game right there. All right, so we're going to hit mix right here. Now, okay, listen to this. This is very important. You have to turn off every effect. So if you record with a preset like I do, a preset template, your mix engineer does not want it. Now, he does want you to send the MP3 of what you've done in the studio so that he can have a reference. Okay, you want the reverb to sound like that. You want breakdowns. Okay, cool. They need it for a reference. But when you send the vocal stems, they do not want any plug-in on those stems, okay? So if you have Studio One, here's what you do. You hit Command, and you touch on every track. I think you do the same thing in Logic. And then you're going to turn off the entire vocal chain right here. All right? Also go over here to the mix bus. Turn all that off. You do not want no plugins, all right? Then you want to go to the individual tracks and you want to censor everything. Now, this one right here, it's a song I did with a female artist, and I had the tracks going right, left. No, when I'm singing this off to the mixing engineer, I have to make sure every track is centered. Okay, it's not panned. Okay, so I'm doing this so you can see. Boom, boom. Okay, every track is centered. Then you want to put every track on 0. Okay. Boom. Boom. So it's not tedious. This all can happen pretty fast, okay? Boom. All right. So again, let's do a recap here. You want to label everything, all right? Then you want to go in your section and make sure everything is organized. My recommendation, put the beat first, the hook, the verse 1, verse 2, bridge, any outro or intro. You want to do that to make the organization flow. Then you want to go into every track. You want to go into every track and make sure every plug-in is off. And you want to make sure every track is centered. Nothing is panned, okay? So as you see, I've done that. So I'm going to highlight everything. Boom. Let me do that again. Right there. Alright, then I'm going to go into song, export stems. Alright, now this is why if you have extra tracks that there are no vocals or anything on there, you have to make sure they're gone. Because right here is pulling up everything that you have. So you just only want everything that is going to go. Okay, now this right here is the mix bus. You do not need any of that. Okay. The mixing engineer is going to do his own routing, okay? They don't even want to see this. So, again, you got your beat, hook, lead, excuse me, beat, hook, lead, dub, hook, ad-lib, chant, verse 1, lead, verse 1, dub. That's everything. Boom, all right. Right here, 24-bit, 48 hertz. Always that, guys. 48, that's its highest grade of quality. And then you want to make sure you label it, the name of the song, and put Skims, okay? In Studio One, you want to make sure the start and end markers are in there. Preserve mono tracks, you want to click that on. You want to make sure write tempo to audio files. You want to make sure that's in there. And close after export, okay? Now, real quick, what you can do is you can also put the tempo of the song, not all the time, okay? That's one reason why this is right tempo to audio files. But if you're dealing with another DAW, it would not hurt to put the tempo of the song, okay? And the key of the song, all right? It would not hurt to put that on the file so the mixing engineer can have every piece of information he or she needs to make this record dope. All right, so we got everything. We're going to hit OK. At this point, what it's doing right here is going to scan, and then it's going to kick out the files, and from there, we're going to go from there. So now it's done doing what it was doing, so boom, this is what you got right here. Make sure you count everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exactly how many I have. So now, you're going to go into your desktop and hit New Folder, and you're going to name that new folder. The name of the song, and say Skims. Alright, you're going to open a new folder, bring that here, and you're going to highlight everything. You're going to drop it all in that folder. Boom. Get rid of that folder. The name of the folder is exactly what you name. Cool. Now you're going to right click. You're going to right click it and hit compress in the name of the folder. And what it's going now is putting it into a zip folder, and it's going to compress it to make it smaller for you to send on WeTransfer or Dropbox. I'm going to hit upload files. Matter of fact, I'm just going to drop it in there. Boom. And what I normally do is go ahead and drop the folder. Okay. And you're going to put the name of the email in there, and then now here's what I was saying right here. Let them know what it is. And what I tell you, 140 BPM, that's beats per minute. Boom. And there's no singing, so it really doesn't matter about the key of the record. And boom, you're going to hit transfer, and then within 2 or 3 minutes, the engineer will have your vocal skims, all right? Do not forget to subscribe to Rome the Producer right here on YouTube, and also follow me on Instagram at Rome the Producer. Until then, I'm out. Peace.